Okay, here we go. Time for another fantastic video by yours truly. So, something that needs to be considered as a very real possibility is the fact that we will have a phase 2 lockdown amongst all the states due to so many states opening up and new cases of the virus are exploding all over the country. If the numbers continue to climb as the way they do, I really think that local governments, state governments are going to put everybody in lockdown again, and that's a distinct possibility. So you're going to have to be aware of what's going on at all times, but something that needs to be considered should this happen, and I'm talking to parents here. The psychological effect of going into a second lockdown could be devastating to the majority of kids, especially some of the younger ones. And I'm speaking from personal experience right now, having a 5-year-old. This is a time when a lot of these kids need school, they need social interaction, they need recreation time with their friends. It's how they build relationships. It's how they build communication skills. It's how they learn patience. It's how they learn aggression. It's how they learn how to communicate. If we go into another lockdown and kids aren't going to be allowed to play against each other, the consequences of this could be devastating. So that puts a lot of pressure and responsibility on us parents to make sure that we're engaging our kids and keeping them in the right frame of mind. How you speak, the language that you use, your body, how you position your body, how you do things with your kids, all of that plays an effect subconsciously. So we're going to have to float a very, very fine line as parents. What are some of your best practices? Because I could use some. I have some that I could share. That would be amazing. Maybe we can get some people to comment on this and we can share some ideas. But the one thing that all of these health officials are not talking about is the psychological effect of these kids. They've been in lockdown long enough. We just went into phase 2 where I'm out in Washington State, and all of a sudden I'm seeing pictures of kids having 30-person parties. What the fuck? That's not what we're saying to do. We're not in phase 3 or phase 4 yet. Okay? There's been a bunch of new cases up here in Whatcom County, and they traced it back to 2 parties in one town, Linden. 2 specific parties, and something like a massive number of people, I think I want to say like 85 people have now been infected that have been traced back to these 2 parties. People want to be social. I get that. I want to be social. Fuck, I want to hang out with my friends. I want to be able to do stuff. I want to be able to go golfing like I did on Father's Day and like I'm doing next week with friends. I want my son to be able to go to the lake and play with kids his age like he did today. I want these kids to be able to experience amazing things that we have to offer. But they're going to face some pretty devastating psychological complications because they're not going to be able to play and be around other kids their own age. So what are some of your guys' best practices? How are we as parents, as a society, going to keep our kids from crumbling under what could be another lockdown? That's something that we need to start to consider.